Hello and thanks for stopping by. A very warm welcome to you. This is the reference photo that I'm using. I'm not going to paint exactly according to the reference photo, but I'm just using it for inspiration. Please feel free to use it if you'd like to. I'll be painting this flower in an intuitive way. It's not going to be too realistic and not too abstract either. It's easy and has a loose interpretation, so I hope you join me in this painting. For the first two flowers, I wet the paper first and then add Winsor Newton Opera Rose. This is the wet on wet technique. For the third flower, I use the wet on dry technique where I apply the wet paint on dry paper. I then use a wet brush to move the paint in the direction I want it to go. I've increased the speed of this video, but if you'd like to watch it at a slower pace, please click on the video and on the three dots at the right hand corner. It will take you to some options. Click the playback speed and adjust it to whatever suits you. The paper I'm using here is Arches cold press paper and it's 300 GSM. The colors are Winsor Newton Opera Rose, Lemon Yellow and Sap Green. Depending upon the effect you'd like to achieve, you can start painting very light right from the start or you can go dark. But do remember, if you go dark from the beginning, you have very little room to add more darker colors. As with watercolors, you can only apply dark colors on light colors, not the other way around. You'll notice that I started with quite dark colors, but I usually tend to use very dark colors. And another thing to remember is when watercolors dry, they dry much lighter. I do use gouache for whites in this painting and I don't mind using it, but some watercolorists don't like using gouache. So in that case, you must remember to go from light to dark. In order to get a loose effect on the whole painting, I splatter water and then the paint, and then I keep using the brush and spreading the water around as well as the paints around. Like you can see, I keep it very light first and then build on the colors. Just a quick note on my Instagram pages. I have two pages, one at brinrose.art where I put up mixed media, acrylics and watercolor paintings, and also poetry, haiku and quotes. And on brinrose.illustrations, I put up animal characters and other illustration work of mine. I'll include these two accounts in the description box below this video. Now that I have the three flowers in place, I outline the definition of the petals as well as the leaves and the stems, and then just keep adding layers. As I'm doing the background, I'm also doing the petals. So I keep going to and fro from the petals and back to the stems and to the background, just to have a continuity to the colors. I forgot to mention earlier that I also use Staedtler color pencils. I mostly use just the red one for this. For the inner of the flowers, I mixed lemon yellow and red to get that shade of orange. Otherwise, I use plain lemon yellow. I do a splatter of gouache white color over here. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know by now that I love to splatter paints on paper. And in this particular painting, I splatter some distress inks. It's copper and gold. And as we're coming to the end of the video, I'd like to say a big thanks to you for joining me today. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to receive updates of any new videos that I upload on my channel. Enjoy the day, my friend. Take care and see you in my next video soon.